Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Okay, everything is fine, everything is all right, right? No issues with the audio or the video, right guys? Amazing, amazing. So, did you guys watch the video that we provided you guys yesterday? Please let me know. Did you guys watch the video that I uploaded yesterday midnight itself? Did you guys watch the video, guys? Yes? Done with the project as well. That's really great. That's a good initiative from your end, right? See, our aim is to make sure that we are able to understand each and every aspect of our project itself, okay, of AWS. See, we are here to study AWS, right? So, what is AWS? AWS nothing else but the different features that it has, whether it be the S3 or whether it be the EC2 or the SageMaker that we are going to see today, right? So to understand the concepts, you need to understand each of the functionings of each of these features themselves. That is what cloud computing is. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. But I faced challenges with the part of connect the instance. What challenge did you face? Okay, so some of you, Priyanka is asking, I couldn't find that video. No issues in that, Priyanka. I will just guide you guys once again on where you can find the video. So right over here, if I go to YouTube, okay, if I go to YouTube itself and I go to DevTown's channel, you can just search for DEVTOWN DevTown on YouTube. As you're able to see, this is the logo and this is our channel right over here on your screens, guys. Once you click on it, you will be able to see the project right over here. This is the video. Else you can just click on videos as well, and the first particular video that you are able to see, AWS Bootcamp Project, how to deploy website on EC2 instance. So if you guys have not yet seen the video, I will definitely suggest you guys to go through the entire video once after tonight's class. Make sure you are also liking the video as well as the resources for the video as well as the attendance link has an already been provided to you guys. If you click on the resource link, you will be able to find the all the assets, the HTML, the code that basically requires for the project itself, and the attendance link as well is down the description of the video itself. As you're able to see in this entire video, we have shown you guys step by step exactly what you have to do to get yourself launch an instance of EC2, put your project right over there using SSH, and to get yourself a project up and running on a particular instance of your EC2. Okay, so that is what the entire video is all about. So let me just recap. If you just search DevTown on YouTube, you will be able to find our YouTube session itself, as you are able to see right over here. When you click on that, you will be able to find all the different items that we are having right over here. You can directly go into videos, and from videos, the first video that you are able to see right over here, that is your project, guys. So I provided you guys with everything that you guys require to get yourself up and running with the project. Are you guys able to understand? Was the video of 20 minutes? Yes, exactly. How to log in without account details? Actually, you can't. That is the process of AWS, right? You just have to make sure that you are staying within the free tier itself, and you are deleting everything after the entire process. That is all that you have to take care of. So like I said, guys, AWS is all about the different items, different features, whether it be the S3 buckets, the EC2 instance, the SageMaker that we are going to learn about today. So you need to learn about these different features of AWS. That is what cloud computing is. So make sure, guys, that you guys are going there, watching the video put down your attendance for that video. I've already provided you guys with that as well. Okay, so yes, Vijay, you can definitely do that. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so like I said, guys, make sure that you guys are able to complete the video, understand the topic properly itself. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Is there any way to create an AWS account without giving credit card or debit card details, sir? Mohammed, there might be one of the ways, but I cannot tell it right over here. The reason for that is because we have our partnerships with Amazon, right? And Amazon is our recruiting partner as well. So we set up almost 20 to 30 students that we place in Amazon every single month. So I cannot openly say it right over here how to do it. But if you guys are connecting with me on LinkedIn and approaching me with the same question, I will definitely be able to provide you with a solution. I don't think so it will be it will work 100% of the time, but yes, you can definitely do that. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for understanding. Great, guys. Awesome. So keeping that in mind itself, okay. Sir, sorry, sir. This is a question is not exactly about AWS. Okay, no issues. But if I wanted to launch a listen server for an indefinite amount of time for an app, what would be the best cloud computing option for me? So there are two things, Atulya, you need to think about. First, does it has a backend? If it has a backend, then in that particular case, I will be suggesting you to go further with Heroku. But Heroku, when you are learning about it, for your just your pilot project itself, it's fine, but it will not be helpful for you for your job opportunities. So my suggestion would be first deploy it on AWS, do everything, learn all the concepts right over there, and then deploy it again on Heroku for free for a longer period of time so that everybody can access your project as well. That will be the go-to way of doing it, and that is how we train our students as well, right? Okay, great. So do we have to submit the project or just watch the video? You just have to watch the video. We are not taking in any submissions because I am able to understand many of the students will not be able to create their own AWS accounts, but I want to make sure that you guys are able to understand each and every topic right over here. So you don't have to worry about it. So Heroku is paid, right? Yes, Heroku is also paid, but there is a free tier of Heroku that is available. And to promote their services, they provide an extended free tier than AWS. So you can indefinite amount of time you can publish a few websites on Heroku without burning any cash or any money. Okay. Okay, guys. So shall we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. Shall we start with our today's all these questions that you guys are have? Sir, you told that you will send the PDF of cybersecurity. Shiv Suttar, did you not receive the PDF of cybersecurity because like I told my team to send it out to the groups itself? I'm no idea whether it got sent or not. If that's the case, please do approach me on LinkedIn. I will definitely share the PDF with you personally itself, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay, guys. So today we have seen how to deploy a website on S3. We have seen how to deploy a website on EC2 instance itself. Now the third particular question is I'm very sorry. Is cloud computing just for web developers? And the answer to that in one simple sentence is absolutely not. Cloud computing was created so that every single person who needs computing power to run their programs is able to do that. Let me tell you one of the examples. Everybody right over here, have you guys heard about Chat GPT, guys? Have you guys heard about Chat GPT? Please do let me know. Could you guys, so this is not Zoom, so I was going to say please raise your hands, but no issues in that. Have you guys heard about Chat GPT, right? Every single person right over here has heard about Chat GPT. And yes, most commonly you will refer to it as AI that is out there. But the point that is there is to create this AI, you have to train. So what is artificial intelligence? Okay, artificial intelligence is nothing else but just algorithms. Nothing else but just algorithms that use the knowledge of neuroscience, that use the knowledge of statistics, probability, soft computing, of various different game theory and econometrics, and many different fields of science to develop algorithms that is able to automate your daily tasks. That is what artificial intelligence is at the end of the day. So to create these type of artificial intelligence models such as chat gpt, they need to be trained. You write a code that models the entire algorithm. So recently we actually had an AI boot camp conducted a few weeks back itself, guys, and in that AI boot camp I taught our students Python, I taught our students artificial intelligence, and we even created an AI that was able to play tic-tac-toe across and zero against you and win every damn time. So we actually created an actual AI that is you are able to play against, and it will always defeat you in a game of tic-tac-toe. So if you guys haven't attended that boot camp, in the future we'll again be having such type of boot camps in which I'll be creating a lot of different types of AI, and you guys can understand AI in a lot of depth itself. But try to understand this, guys, that AI algorithms need to be trained. Think about AI as a baby. When you are having a baby itself, does the baby actually know that, okay, he or she shouldn't touch a fire? He has no idea about it. So what does he do? He plays around with stuff. Once he gets burned by fire, after that, the baby has identified that I should never go and touch a fiery subject. And that is how he develops the senses and the intellect and the knowledge that I should not touch hot objects. That is how you train a baby to make sure that he is able to do stuff. Similar to that, when you get a puppy, you have to train a puppy, a dog, a puppy itself. You have to train it to sit, to roll around, to jump. You have to train it every single time. So these type of problem statements you might have seen around you on your daily life. Think about artificial intelligence in the exact same way. We need to train it, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? We need to train the artificial intelligence to understand all that. So the example that I took, chat GPT, had to be trained in more than 45 to, I think so, 300 billion parameters. Each of these parameters is a key point of knowledge that the chat gpt AI is able to figure out. Okay, so for example, one of the knowledges that I'm able to have is that I shouldn't touch hot objects. One of the other knowledge that I have is I shouldn't jump out of this window itself. So these type of knowledges that are out there, these are called as parameters in terms of AI, guys. So we need to train the AI to learn all these parameters. There are some, now there is another term that I want you guys to understand, that is called as open source. Okay, many of you guys might have heard about this term called as open source, right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. You might have heard about this term open source, guys. Please do let me know. Artificial intelligence is not at all an advanced field. It is a very simple, a very easy topic to learn actually. I am myself an AI engineer and I'm telling you guys this right now that it is a very simple topic to understand and to learn. It does not take a lot of time itself, guys. Okay, so you don't have to fear it. You just have to embrace it. You have to love it. That's it. Okay, so open source basically means a particular program whose code is available for you guys to use. Okay, whose code is available for you guys to use. Now, there are many different open sourced versions of chat gpt that are nowadays available on the internet. That is a different version of chat gpt which you are able to get the entire code of the algorithm itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. There are various different versions of chat gpt that are available on the internet right now, for which you are able to get the code for the entire artificial intelligence, for the entire AI itself, directly the code base itself, guys. The code base that basically runs the entire chat GPT. So there are a lot of different open source versions of chat GPT now available for you guys to use. Now, to train these AI itself, you need a lot of computational power. Sometimes you might need a supercomputer as well, working 24 hours for more than 30-40 days to make a chat GPT like model to actually come into fruition. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. What I'm trying to explain right over here is the involvement of cloud computing in AI. Why is cloud computing so important in AI itself? That is what I'm trying to come to right now. That is what I'm trying to explain it to you guys. To train an AI model, you need a lot of computational power. Now, we both cannot purchase a cloud, entire supercomputer to train our model. And please remember that training a AI model is not something that you can get done in just one go. It's not as if that when you are saying to a kid that please do not touch this microphone, that at one time itself he will be able to understand that I shouldn't touch this microphone. It will be 5-6 times, maybe one or two slaps that we are able to give that kid to make him understand that you shouldn't touch this microphone itself. In a similar way, for AI to be trained properly, it might take us more than hundreds or 200s or even thousands of times of training it again and again and again to come to the exact model, come to the exact outcome from the AI that we are actually expecting from the AI itself. So, again, like I said, to get a supercomputer, it is just not possible for us. That is where these cloud computing platforms like AWS comes into the picture. What AWS tells you is that you want to train your AI, you don't have a right computer for it, I will provide it to you. You don't have to purchase a supercomputer, you have to pay me the rent for the same. I will maintain this supercomputer. I will do everything right over here itself. I will make sure that your computer is running properly. There's no downtime right over there. And you can train your AI on this computer on the go from wherever in the world that you are currently located at. And that concept, my friends, is where cloud computing comes into picture. Let me give you a very small example of it. So, an open source, so I have personally tried it out. We are currently working right over here in DevTown to create a chat GPT like model wherein you guys are able to ask your questions related to your own careers and related to your whatever question that you are having. I'm not able to connect my S3 bucket to EC2 instance itself, all these type of questions. To we are trying to create an AI that is able to answer those questions right over there. We are using an open source version of chat GPT right over there, guys. One time of training an open source version of chat GPT takes us 23 days. Takes us 23 days, guys. And the bill for that is $600. The bill for that is $600. Now, please, $600 will seem to you that as if it is a very big amount. But think about it from the perspective of a company who has millions of dollars, but it is not sufficient enough to buy a supercomputer. What is beneficial for that company? To go further with an AWS like platform which is able to provide a supercomputer to it to run and train its instance of AI by paying $600 to $1,000 itself, or to buy a supercomputer that will cost it $1 billion. Which one would be better for that company, right? It would be renting it out itself. From our perspective, we feel $600 is a very big thing. From the perspective of a company, it is nothing. The company is paying you more salary than $600 a month. So for it, it is not a big deal. So these type of things result into your entire cloud computing to be very, very, very closely integrated under artificial intelligence within each of these big companies out there. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. One more thing, guys, just to make sure that we are on the same page itself, you guys must also have heard about terms like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, data science, all these different terms out there. Please try to understand it. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are not two separate things, guys. They are not two different things. Artificial intelligence is the main topic. One of the sub branches, one of the sub parts of artificial intelligence is machine learning. For example, one of the sub parts of physics is, let's assume, electromagnetics. One of the sub parts of mathematics is your probability, is your statistics, is your linear algebra itself. In a similar way, artificial intelligence is just has a sub part, that is machine learning. Another sub part of artificial intelligence is deep learning, which includes neural networks inside of it. So if you guys had any questions or queries related to that, I am just trying to clear it out right over here. So like I said, guys, again and again, that is the reason why cloud computing is so integrated into artificial intelligence, machine learning, and other things as well. Today, we are not going to dive deep into machine learning because you guys are not familiar with it. What we are going to do is we are going to see another feature of AWS that is called as the SageMaker. Okay, so the official term of it is SageMaker. We call it as online Jupyter notebooks itself. Okay, so you guys might not be familiar with Jupyter notebooks, but Jupyter notebook is the go-to place where data analysts, data scientists, AI engineers go there and code right over there itself, right? So we are going to see how can we code Python based programs, or because most of the programs made in AI and your machine learning will be based on Python itself. So we're going to see how to open up a platform on AWS which every single company uses SageMaker to make their employees work upon. So that is what we are going to look at in today's class, guys. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this entire concept itself, guys? Please let me know, guys. Amazing, guys. So let's get started right over here, guys. And today's assignment, guys, because we are learning SageMaker, what will be today's assignment, guys? Okay, you guys already know about it. I'm very sure of it. You guys are pretty smart to know what will be today's assignment, right? Because we are learning about SageMaker today. What will be today's assignment, guys? Could you guys let me know what will be today's assignment? I'm not told up till now, but I know that you guys are very smart to figure out what will be today's assignment itself, guys. Read up on SageMaker, Tilya, amazing, man. So today's assignment will be to read up on Amazon SageMaker itself, guys. And I hope that you guys are able to complete today's assignment on time as well. And please do watch the video. We have already put up the EC2 instance video right over there on YouTube. Please do make sure that at least fill in your attendance itself, guys. You're coming up to this class, spend 20 minutes, watch the video, understand the topic. It will be very helpful for you. Okay, so let's get started with Amazon SageMaker. Let me pop up your chat on my screen, guys, so I'm able to see your very pretty chat right over here, guys. I hope it's pretty and not very confusing for me. Okay, so we'll search about AWS right over here, guys. We will log into our AWS platform itself. Let's sign in into the console right over here. So I think so it should automatically sign me in. And as you're able to see, I've already opened up SageMaker on my screen, guys. Okay, so I will just recap once again what I've told up till now. So SageMaker is the platform where you build, train, and deploy machine learning models at scale. That is AI algorithms on scale itself. You can build the algorithms right over there. You can train the algorithms right over there and then deploy it from right over there as well. Now, what do you mean by building an algorithm? That is basically writing the code for the algorithm itself. What do you mean by training an algorithm? That is using the resources of AWS, the GPUs, the CPUs of AWS itself, to make your algorithm learn things, gain the knowledge that it requires to do particular things itself. What do we mean by deploy? You must have seen, you are having Netflix, right? You guys are using Netflix right over here. So when you're using Netflix, you guys are using a deployed version of the movie recommendation engine that they have developed. So how is Netflix able to give you guys that, okay, you have watched this movie, other people are also watching this movie, you can watch that movie as well? All these different things that it is able to give you guys as an advice, that okay, I'm recommending you this particular movie, that is a deployed version that you are able to access of the AI to help you out with stuff. Another example of a deployed version of AI is ChatGPT. Somebody wrote the code, somebody trained it, and now it is deployed on a website where you are able to interact with the AI directly to get things done from right over there. Now, what do you mean by scale? Just like you are having your EC2 instances, your a particular server. So many of you guys might have seen this when you were working. So have you guys used Chat GPT, or like you guys are totally freshers? If you guys have not yet used Chat GPT, I will definitely suggest tonight one of the other assignments will be to go and use Chat GPT once again, guys. That will be my another advice for you guys. Okay, so you must have seen that sometimes when you're using Chat GPT, it says that there's a lot of traffic and it is not able to parse your question right now, come back at a later point of time itself. Have you guys seen such type of messages popping up on Chat GPT? Or means if you have used Ahmed, what is Chat GPT? So Anujam Taj, we will not be able to explain you like this. Go and search of Chat GPT on the internet, use it, and then come back tomorrow and ask me the same question. Okay, have you guys faced this kind of problem while using Chat GPT, where you are asking it a question and it is not responding you back, saying that there is a lot of traffic, we are not able to cater you right now, a lot of questions are coming into our way right now, come back at a later point of time itself, right? These type of problems, if you guys have not seen these type of problems in the early versions of Chat GPT, when it was recently released itself and we started using it, we saw these problems a lot of times. The reason for that is that even your AI algorithm cannot answer a lot of questions at the same particular point of time. For that as well, it needs to scale. It needs to be deployed on various different servers. Your servers need to increase so that it is able to cater to that many number of requests, that many number of questions itself, guys. That is the reason why you are facing such type of problems. Just like while using websites, sometimes when a lot of people are trying to access a website, you get a traffic error and you're not able to use the website. In a similar way, AI as well, when deployed, sits on a server where it is running right over there, and you are asking the questions to the server and the AI is sending you the answer back again. So in that particular way, there is a constraint on how many questions and how many answers that the AI can give using one particular server. How many people can it reach out to? Due to that particular reason itself, you need to scale it up. You need to create multiple instances of the server with the exact same AI to help you out with that. Okay, so due to that particular reason itself, Amazon SageMaker right over here handles all that different things for you. In today's class, what we are going to see is how to build an AI, means how to build a particular Amazon SageMaker instance and how to write a little bit of code into that. Because we are not familiar with machine learning, we are having a boot camp in the future, that is Python and machine learning. So in that particular boot camp, once you have learned machine learning, I will show how to do the entire thing on Amazon SageMaker once again. So if you guys haven't registered for the Python and machine learning boot camp, please make sure that you are able to do that. In that particular bootcamp, once we have learned Python, once we have learned machine learning, I will also be teaching you guys, showing you guys how you can do the exact same thing on SageMaker as well, and build the entire model, train the entire model, and deploy the entire model. So right now, what we're going to do is we are going to create an Amazon SageMaker instance, and we're going to write a simple hello world command inside of that using Python. So let us see that right over here, guys. As you're able to see, let's click on get started. So okay, we'll go right over here to Amazon SageMaker. We will scroll a little bit down below on the left hand side, guys. On the top left panel, you'll be able to see this icon. Are you guys able to see this icon on the top left panel, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this top left panel, guys? Please let me know. Right? Click on that and then scroll down below to notebook. Okay, this option of notebook right over here, guys. Click on notebook and go into notebook instances. Okay, instance. I'm so sorry, it's singular. Instance. Okay, once we go into notebook instance, we are going to create our very own notebook. So create notebook instance, guys. Okay, we'll give it a name. Let us name it as DevTown Demo 1. We'll name it as that, guys. DevTown Demo 1. Will that be fine, guys? Right? So here notebook instance type has been set up by default as MLT3 medium, guys. Okay, it is already set it up as that. We are not going to change it. We are going to keep it as the exact same thing to make sure that we are not getting any kind of costs right over there, guys. We want to make sure that we are doing it for absolute free. Okay, the next particular thing that we are going to do is we are going to put up an IAM role, guys. Okay, we are going to create a new role. Okay, now what is IAM role? For those guys who have visited the video, you should be knowing about it itself. So IAM basically makes sure that how your features of Amazon or AWS itself is able to talk to other features of AWS. So how is your SageMaker able to talk to S3? How is your S3 able to talk to EC2? How should your EC2 be able to talk to SageMaker? Because there is a lot of different aspects right over here, a lot of different things right over there, guys, a lot of different features. These features will be interacting with the other features all the time. So you need to have some rules and regulations to manage that. That is what IAM does for you. Right over here, we are going to create a new role. We are going to select the default things itself. We are not going to put up anything new. We want our SageMaker to be able to talk to an S3 bucket, because you need to store a lot of data right over there, right? What is AI and machine learning? You need to train them on some data. So that data needs to be stored somewhere. Due to that, we are using an S3 bucket right over here, guys. We're going to keep the entire thing as it is. We are not going to change anything right over here, guys. Once we are able to do that, we'll click on create role. Okay, we'll click on create a role itself. As you're able to see, we are getting success. You created an IAM role, a communication among different features. So communicating, so this SageMaker will be communicating through an S3 bucket. In the S3 bucket, you will be storing your files, you'll be storing your data itself, right? So your SageMaker as one entity should be able to communicate with your S3 bucket. And for that communication to happen like very easily, you need to have some rules and regulations in the middle. So that rules and regulations itself, how should the SageMaker be able to communicate with S3? That is what IAM is able to do that for you guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So IAM full form is identity and access management. Okay, so wherein you are able to control the access that, okay, this SageMaker is able to talk to this S3 bucket. Okay, so that access management and identity management is what this IAM basically means. Identity and access management, guys. Once we're able to do that, there's nothing else that we need to change. Okay, we can click on create notebook instance. We can just click on create notebook instance right over here, guys. As you're able to see right over here, it is showing us the status as pending. It will take it 2 to 3 minutes or even sometimes 4 to 5 minutes itself to make that status go from pending to completed. So we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes. You can reload the instance from right over here to check if the status has updated itself or not. Just this refresh button is there for you guys. So we are just waiting for the status to become go from pending to like a check state itself, a green state. So we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes, guys. Once we are able to do that, then we will be able to get into our notebook, guys. Okay, so just 2 to 3 minutes, guys. While it is going on, I'll just create the attendance link for today itself, so I will not be wasting any time. I'll just create the attendance. I'm not sharing the attendance link right now. I'm just creating it right now, guys, so that we have the information right over here. Let me go into the, which was the, today's day 5, right, guys? Today's day 5. And as well as, guys, I know you guys had a lot of questions today that I was not able to answer related to your own careers and what you want to do, what is AI, what is ML, how to study data science, how to study full stack. I was able to see a lot of different answers right over there. So I will make sure that tomorrow we will denote the day, okay, to help you guys out with those questions as well, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we'll help you guys out with whatever question that you guys are having in tomorrow's class. Right now we'll just complete the SageMaker portion itself. In the meanwhile, I'll just create your attendance as well, so that we are not wasting any time. I'll just recheck this once again. The status is still pending. It will take a little bit more time itself, I think so. Yeah, it is going to take a little bit more time. So if you guys want to drink some water and hydrate yourself in the meanwhile, we have not to create a key pair encryption for the notebook. Not at all, Abhishek. We don't have to do that because this is something that only we are using. Nobody else is accessing it, right? So you don't have to create a key pair instance itself, encryption itself. Okay, it is still in the pending. I think so. It is going to take a little bit more time, guys. So in the meanwhile, do you have some game that we can play or something like that, just to make the session a little bit fun itself, right? So do you have some games or something that do you guys want me to play? Or let me check my LinkedIn. For a very long period of time, I've not checked up on my LinkedIn. Oh shit, yeah, I've not checked up on my LinkedIn. There are 31 pending messages that I have to go through. Okay, tonight or tomorrow, I will go through all these messages as well. I don't get a lot of time nowadays to go through the sessions. I will definitely try to make sure that we are able to go through the sessions itself. A post as well. I have to make sure that from tomorrow I'm consistent with my posting on LinkedIn. That too is left for me. Okay, from tomorrow I'll take that into account as well. Okay, so in service, guys, as you're able to see right now, we are checking up the status of our notebook instance. It is showing us that our service is now in service. Okay, so next thing that we want to do is we want to click on open Jupyter, guys. Okay, we'll click on open Jupyter. Are you guys able to see this open Jupyter button right over here in the actions? We need to click on that, guys. Okay, we need to click on that. As you're able to see, once we click on it, guys, it will redirect you to your notebook instance for DevTown demo 1 itself, and will open up the entire instance on your browser. So although you are able to access the Jupyter instance right over here from your browser, please try to understand this, guys, that this is just a website. This is just a website, unlike any other website that you guys are using at any particular point of time, whether I go on netflix.com as well, right? This is just a website. This is just an interaction between me and the backend itself. The backend of this Jupyter notebook, that is where the code is going to run, is stored somewhere on AWS. It's stored somewhere on some of our servers itself, not on my, it is not using any resource on my computer. Is not using any resource on my computer, guys. I'm working on some AWS server somewhere in the entire world, most probably in Tokyo, I guess. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is that we're going to click on this new button. Okay, we are going to click on this particular new button itself, guys. Once we click on this new button, as you're able to see, there is a lot of different things that it is providing for us. We can run R. So R is also a programming language itself, guys. So we can run notebooks based on the R programming language. PySpark, Spark, and Spark are our big data programming languages, guys. Okay, the big data based languages that are there. Now, many of you guys will be hearing this term big data right now, but as a fresher, you don't need to know about it. When we get 1 year of experience into data analysis, that is the point we start working in big data. For freshers, you don't have to worry about it, guys. For you, data science is the topic that you need to focus upon. For us, we need to focus upon these type of topics, that is big data. Okay, so the next thing is PyTorch, TensorFlow. These both things are used. MXNet as well are used to create deep learning based algorithms. Okay, these are used to create deep learning based algorithms itself. We are going to open up a Conda Python 3 instance. Okay, we're going to open up a Conda Python 3 instance. Deepti Das, can you please arrange a bootcamp on cybersecurity or ethical hacking? Deepti Das, this is my promise to you that within the next 45 days, within the next 45 days, I will arrange a bootcamp on cybersecurity and ethical hacking from a cybersecurity expert at Google. This is a promise from my end, Dipti. Okay, so we have an instructor that is there, Harsh Akshit, who is a cybersecurity expert at Google, as well as worked with OWASP as well. He will be taking up that bootcamp. I will not be available. I'm not that great at these type of topics such as networking and cybersecurity and ethical hacking. He's the best out there. So we have already talked to him, and he will be taking up bootcamps on cybersecurity and ethical hacking very soon. So we are planning a lot of different things for you guys. We have arranged a particular electrical engineer who has worked with companies like Ola, who has worked with companies like Ether, who has worked with companies like Antler, who is going to take up sessions on HEV, that is hybrid electric vehicle design systems as well. So all these different things we are currently planning for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we are going to click on Conda Python 3, and that is going to create a notebook for us that is based out of Python instance itself. Okay, so it is opening up the Jupyter notebook for us. It will take us a few minutes to open up the Jupyter notebook. I know it is going a little bit slow, guys. That is one of the problems with having a live bootcamp with AWS. That is mostly like clicking buttons and then like sitting like this for 5 minutes. Okay. So right over here, guys, as you're able to see, this is the Jupyter notebook. Let us write our very first line of code inside of it. Again, guys, this is something that is happening on the website itself. Okay, this is not something that I'm running on a local laptop. This is running on the website itself, guys. This is, we are able to access the back end of our server itself right over here. So if we are putting up our code, let's say we are writing a hello world code in Python right over here, that is print hello world. And as you're able to see, if I am running this particular line of code, guys, you're able to see that our code is working absolutely fine. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Our code is working absolutely fine right over here, guys. I wrote a small line of code. This basically means in Python that print hello world, that you will be able to understand about its basic English itself. Print something to your screen. What do you want to print? Hello world right over here. So this is how you use Amazon SageMaker itself. Now, if you guys know about machine learning, if you guys have learned about machine learning itself, you guys can write your entire code right over here, build your entire code right over here, train your entire code right over here, do everything right over here itself. This is what we are going to see in the upcoming bootcamp of Python and machine learning. So if you guys haven't still registered for that, make sure you're registering for the same as well. So the next thing that we are going to do is to make sure that we are not getting any cost. We need to close this instance, right? To make sure that we are not getting any kind of cost right over there, we need to close this instance as well, right? We have created this instance, but we need to close it as well. So we're going to select it. We're going to click on actions. We're going to first stop. Okay, we are going to first stop this instance, guys. Okay, just click on select this instance. As you're able to see, I've selected this instance. Click on actions, click on stop right over here, guys. So it will stop the instance. So it is currently stopping the instance itself. You cannot delete an instance without stopping it. So first you need to stop the instance, and then you need to delete the instance itself. Okay. So it is currently stopping the instance. Again, like I said, AWS mostly like clicking on a button and then sitting like this for 5 minutes. So it is currently stopping the instance, guys. Let's hydrate ourselves in the meanwhile while we are waiting for it to stop. Okay. Once it is stopped, then we need to again select it and delete it itself. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit slow, of course. But that is the point, right? You are not using your. So let me tell you a little bit of backstory about it as well, guys, that why it is important to use platforms like SageMaker instead of coding on your own laptop. So I've already lost two of my own laptops itself. See, when you're running a machine, when you're training a machine learning algorithm, a good machine learning algorithm itself will take with a very good GPU. So I'm having an RTX GPU, I think so 3070 Ti with Ryzen 5000 series like 9 processor itself. A very good laptop right over here. 32 gigs of RAM, everything about it. But even with the best GPU, even with the best processor itself, for a very big AI ML model to run, it will take me 10 to 12 hours. For a very big ML model to run, it will take me 10 to 12 hours itself of continuously running my laptop on full load to train that ML algorithm. That is the reason why we usually suggest students not to do that. So what happened was, the first laptop that I ever purchased after my first internship at Reliance Industries was a MacBook Pro. At that point of time, I think so back 4 5 years back, I purchased my very first laptop using the money that I got from my internship, and I purchased a MacBook Pro. And I was very much into data science, right? I started like, I will run all my programs on this, I will do all the things itself. And what happened after that was, so I ran a particular code of machine learning for, I guess so, 14 hours straight. 14 hours I left my laptop completely running at full load to train my algorithm, and my motherboard of my laptop got burned completely. My motherboard of my laptop got burnt completely. My entire laptop was gone within the first 3 months of the usage itself. Due to that very reason, I usually suggest students not to do that. Use free platforms like Collab, or you can use SageMaker if you are having a little bit money. But I will suggest Collab. That is the one you should go further with. Okay. So right now, as you're able to see, the status is showing us stopped right over here. We'll again select it, go into actions and delete it. Okay. As you're able to see, now it will get deleted and we are done with the topic. So which domains do you have expertise in? So I started out my career as a data. So in the second year of my college, I got my 2 months internship in Reliance Industries as a data analyst. In my third year of my college, I got my 6 months internship in Geo as a data scientist. After that, for my first job, I joined Google as an Explore ML lead, that is a machine learning lead at Google. I worked in Google for 14 to 15 months, and then I shifted my careers once again into full stack web development. I was very fascinated by the topic. So I left my job, I got into a various different kinds of startups. I worked in front end web development, back end web development, DevOps, cloud. I worked for various different startups. Currently, I'm a software engineer at Fastnell as well. I work in full stack web development right now. I have started doing freelancing for the past 2 years. I have worked with various different companies, helped more than 7,000 students get placed. So I run this talent recruiting firm, that is DevTown as well. So all these different things. So I have expertise in data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, as well as full stack web development. So that is my core expertise, guys. Okay. Okay, so it will get deleted in a few minutes, guys. We shouldn't wait for that. So that is what is SageMaker, guys. That is how easy it is to create SageMaker, to use SageMaker for your own purposes itself, and to get it up and running at any particular point of time, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. The EC2 instance, the free tier itself, you can keep it, but anytime I always suggest students that if you don't have to keep it, just delete it. Always be safe than sorry. That is what. So it has already been deleted right over here. So let me provide you guys with the attendance link for today's class, guys. Okay. After 5 minutes, the attendance link will be closed, guys. Make sure that you guys are putting up your attendance on time itself, guys. Okay, so let me put up your attendance right over here at exactly 8:54. The attendance link will be closed at exactly 8:54. The attendance link will be closed, guys. Please make sure that you guys are able to complete filling your attendance before 8:54, guys. Okay, we'll be ending the session right over here, guys. We'll be meeting again in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class will be a little bit lengthier. Whatever questions or queries that you guys are having related to your own careers or whatever you want to ask me, in tomorrow's class, I'll be answering every single question that you guys are having. I will try to answer every single question that you guys are having, guys. Okay, so please attend tomorrow's class on time. I'll answer every single question that you guys are having, and I will try to help you guys out as much as possible, guys. Okay, so I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's class on time, and we'll continue from right over there, guys. Thank you so much. I had an amazing time right over here. The attendance link will be closed at exactly 8:54. Make sure you are able to complete your assisted attendance right over there itself. Okay. Set an alarm for 8:54. Done. All these questions that you guys are having, I will be answering in tomorrow's class, guys, related to your own careers, what you are currently doing, are you doing the right thing or not, you need to change something or not. All these questions I'll be answering in tomorrow's class. Make sure you are filling up the attendance on time by 8:54, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night ahead. Please complete your assignment for today's class itself. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.